Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited. I've made a lot of great memories there, a lot of great friendships with the girls and the coaching staff. So I'm excited to see them, give them all hugs, and my family's going to be there supporting me, and I'm honestly just excited to make new memories there at Rec Hall with my new teammates. So.
Maddy, you guys kind of talked about the Final Four since the first week of practice. Is it kind of full circle that your path here in theory with these new college teams?
Yeah, for sure. Um, I mean, I think it's obviously the committee, the tournament, everything's, out of everyone's hands. And I think that, me going to State College for the Sweet 16 is, like you said, full circle moment. And, I'm excited. I obviously played in Rec Hall for 4 years. So excited to get back there and, you know, make a run on it with this new team, like I said. So, yeah, I'm just feeling really grateful.
Difficult at all to kind of put maybe emotions aside, you think, when you get there and having that much history?
Yeah, I think it's just for me leaning into my teammates. Emotions are going to be running high. I played for 4 years there, but I have all my trust and love in this group of girls that I'm with right now. So it's not going to be the most difficult task when they're by my side. I'm excited. Obviously, it's a great program historically, and they're gonna always do great in the tournament. So I think that this team's always up for a challenge, and you know no matter who's on that other side of the net, has been our focus for this run in the postseason. So we're just ready to, get in the gym this week and get watching film and stick to our game plan and get after it.
You got here in January. Did you ever think that there's a possibility you'd be playing at Penn State in this setting?
No, I did not think that. But, like I said, it's all out of anyone's control. And, it's cool to go back to where I started my college career. So, yeah, excited. Yeah, I think that the veteran group of girls on this team, I think we've all been through a lot in our college careers and a lot of different experiences. But this Creighton team, is no stranger to the Sweet 16 and making runs and playing hard against big teams, showing our edge and showing our grit. So I think coming together with the leaders and senior veterans on this team, it's all about sticking together and not letting our emotions go too high and just really trusting in the process and not having to do too much because everyone just needs to do what their strengths are and we'll be okay.
And kind of on that note, Kirsten, that you're firsthand in the postseason, obviously, what's the key to winning this time of year? Is it different than the regular season? Is it different than your guys' tough non-conference schedule? What's the key in December?
Yeah, I think that this tournament itself is probably the most parity that we've ever seen in college volleyball with all the fifth years and just every team can take it. So I mean, I think it's just a matter of who wants it more at the end of the day. Every team, you can scout, you could do all you can, but whoever's going to go out there and serve past the best and ultimately want it more is going to take the win there. So just got to have that mindset and really lean into it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's more of just we're so hungry. This team has been waiting for our chance all season. I mean, we took care of business in the Big East, and now this is our time to shine. And I think that, call it what you want, revenge tour, but it's more of just, finally getting this opportunity with this group to show everyone what we can do. I just think I love an underdog, and hopefully the nation loves an underdog too. And I think that, the bigger conferences maybe get a little more, whatever, attention. But I think that we know what we can do. And I think that we've proved ourselves to everyone. And we just want to keep going. Yeah, I think, an athlete of that caliber, she's obviously one of the best athletes in the country. So I think that, scouting and everything, but understanding also that players like that are going to get their kills. And it's a matter of managing the game elsewhere and, not letting 1 point become 5 points and really like getting in your head about those type of things, because obviously one ball drops and you have an opportunity for the next ball right away. So I think it's just going to be short memory for us and just always pushing forward.
What would it mean to you to be a part of the? Obviously, you have a couple matches to get there, but what would it mean to you to be a part of the first Creighton team to get to the Final Four? I'm sure that's kind of the mission that you set out on LinkedIn.
Yeah, this group of girls has really, I mean, coming in as a transfer, you never know how really it's going to play out. And these girls are going to be my best friends for the rest of my life. And their work ethic and just their character off the court is something that is really special. So I think that doing it with the group of people, is my biggest thing, to look around in the locker room at the staff, at the girls, and know that we truly love and support each other is going to mean the most to me. Yeah, I mean, the support we get at Sokol here is awesome, and they're always going to be behind us. So I think that ending the run here at Sokol for all of those seniors that have played here for so long, and I think that is just a testament to them and all of they've given to this program, as well as just how awesome our fan base is. So that was pretty cool.
Well, I think the season starts in January. So, I mean, we've been working to, win a national championship since then. And so, but, I actually feel this way for every round of the NCAA tournament, but it is a grind. The parity in our sport through this tournament has been really apparent, probably more than any other NCAA volleyball tournament, which is awesome for our sport that we're getting to that point. And so now it's who can execute on a given night. So we are excited, and we think we're ready to go.
But Maddy and the offseason, what has she kind of brought to the team, and what's it like? What do you think it's like for her to go back to her former program and play there?
Yeah, we recruited Maddy out of high school. So she visited Creighton and I think was down to Penn State and Creighton. She'd have to affirm if that was right. So we knew her well and really liked her mentality, even as a high schooler. She's a high energy kid. But I think the thing with Maddy is she's, intense and after it, but is really a great teammate. And so, it's all pointed in a direction of like, how do I galvanize the people around me? I think, she's got great memories of her, she's a Penn State grad, so she's a Nittany Lion, and she's got great things to say about her experience at Penn State. And, I think there will be some awkwardness going back there, but I think, it should be fun for her also. Yeah, I think once you get to this point, you're always playing a good team. So obviously Texas is a great team. The legacy that they have, Norris has talked about it in the postgame. This is a team that has always been in that final group of teams traditionally year in and year out. So, we know we'll be in for a dogfight, but, we're excited and we believe that we're a pretty dang good team too. Well, I think the margins are small. So I think, first contacts for both teams are going to be imperative. And then when you get opportunities, you've got to put the ball down and you can't give up too many unforced errors. I mean, it's not rocket science at this point. You'll have your scouting report, you'll have things that you do, but execution is going to be key. Yeah, I think it was great for us because Ole Miss was a dang good team. They ran a different offense to some degree than we're used to seeing. We had to adjust, and I liked the fact. I mean, there were no other than the third set, obviously, but in the first two sets there weren't big runs. I mean, you had to grind for every point. It wasn't about each team. It was a side out game, maybe you chip away a point here or there, which is I think a great. I think that's great for us going into each of these upcoming matches with the idea that every point is valuable. You can't give up a run. And I was really impressed with Ole Miss. So, I thought they were a great team. Yeah, I mean, arguably the best player in college volleyball right now. So does it from all over the court. She's got a super fast arm, just an outstanding player. So yeah, obviously containing her is going to be imperative. But the thing is, they've got good pieces all over the place. So, it's how do you prepare to make sure that you don't get too focused one direction and you're prepared for all their players.
All things considered, the path you have to go through to get there, this group of girls, what would it mean for you to make it to, or I guess out of this weekend? What would it mean for you to make it to Final Four?
Well, I mean, I think, you can't really focus on what it would mean. I think it's how do you get there? And again, it's playing every point like it's your last point. And that doesn't mean you're going to win every point, but it's executing at a high level, not giving points away. And again, those first contacts are going to be big. I think more of a learning. I think we learned a lot from last year. I think we learned that we're in the mix, right? And I think that's half the battle to have success is to believe that you can win. So I think that helped us in that. And then I think we learned some things on, when it comes to crunch time, how do we have to perform? Are we going to go get it, or are we going to hope it happens? And so I think you saw that some on Friday night with the idea of like we're going to go win this thing.
You talked about having that kind of assertiveness at the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Do you draw anything from the 5 setters at Louisville, at Nebraska? Do you draw anything back from those, even though they were so long?
They were. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've worked on 5 setters in practice. We haven't had a 5 setter since then. So, and there's a decent chance those ththings could happen this weekend. So you try to put your team in the best place, but to a degree, you can't simulate that pressure. But you try to make sure that they know what actions have to happen for us to have success in those scenarios. It still stings. I'm going to be honest. It was wonderful to be there. I thought both teams played really well. I don't think it was an issue that Louisville didn't play well. But the way that they lost, I'm not going to lie, it was hard. So, but super proud of Reese and her teammates and the coaching staff. And, obviously Louisville's a great team and we wish them the best going forward.